Welcome back to the show. We still live in the Team GRF newsroom, and this is just a thing that we do. You know what I'm saying? It's just a part of the pomp and the circumstance when a new character gets announced for Street Fighter V. We throw it to our not correspondent Andy Wong live on Capcom Unity as he tells us about what's good with this character and stuff, because I am interested and want to know. So as usual, I will be transcribing for one Andy Wong because he don't work for us, and nor do we pay him in any way. So it is what it is. So what we gonna do is we gonna throw it over to Capcom Unity to Andy Wong, who is me, and me, who is Andy Wong, and will be Andy Wong until the end of this blog post. But I'm still the one and the only to ship with a G.O.D. Please keep up. So now throwing it over to Andy Wong, who is me. I think I've explained this already. Alright, the one and only triple the G.O.D. reporting live from over here at Capcom Unity as Andy Wong. I got my Andy Wong mask on and everything. You should get you one. Yo, we talked about this at length. Remember, we gave praise to For the Medium Kick, the horse-based god. But now, we need to know what's really going on with Sakura Kasugano. We really need to know. I'm like, the thing is that, for real, just on some disclosure, that I was gonna do something about their blog post with the anniversary collection, but it's like I talked that into the dirt more than they actually gave, and the comment section got weird when I read it. But that's the mistake of me reading the comment. But look, let's take this blog post. Let's find out what's going on with one of the many princesses of Punch and the many myriads of fighting games that we all love. And we are going to now throw it to that blog post to Andy Wong, who is me. I explain this. Andy Wong mask. Let's do this! Sakura is coming to Street Fighter V Arcade Edition on January the 16th. Entire Season 3 roster announced. After our huge announcement during Capcom Cup 2017, we're certain you need a recap. We reveal all 6 characters coming to Season 3 of Street Fighter V by showing the beautiful cinematic opening of the upcoming Street Fighter V Arcade Edition. There's no more gym class for Sakura, who will join the cast as the first character of Season 3, which starts on January 16th, the same day that Street Fighter V Arcade Edition launches. Continue reading for more information on Sakura, as well as a few important notices about Season 3. First appearing in Street Fighter Alpha 2, Ryu's #1 fan returns to the series with a new outlook on life. After graduating high school, Sakura now works part-time at an arcade, but wonder what decision she needs to make in order to be satisfied with her future. Given her family history and her brother who loves X-Men vs. Street Fighter, and really you should play X-Men vs. Street Fighter. No, actually I take that back. That's Marvel Superheroes, because she's in Marvel Superheroes and that game. But no, Mel loves X-Men vs. Street Fighter. Her brother, what is her brother's name? I think it's K something. I cannot think of it. I know K is her friend who runs around with her in her mini pro. I forget her brother's name, and it's probably unimportant. But he loved Marvel Superhero vs. Street Fighter. So that's why Sakura set up her and she got the thing. I thought she was sitting up her like, being a carrier or running a business or, doing other things that would require you to have a Bluetooth headset on your head while you setting up her in a street fight. But hey, whatever. Anywho, this time Sakura has a new move, the Tengo Hadoken, where she fires a fireball diagonally into the air that can act as a... Stop. That's not new. That is not new. Like, new in Street Fighter, yes. New to Sakura Kasugano, no. Go play games in the Versus series. We've had this discussion about how much Street Fighter V is really embracing the Versus series history by giving characters stuff and abilities that they had in the Versus series. And it's Tengo Hadoken, even though it's something she had fire. I'm like, most of her supers, when she was in the Versus series, were diagonal fireballs. Unless she turned into Sunburned Sakura, and then she was throwing full string fireball beams and doing Shungoku Satsus on people because, A, it's a Versus game. Anywho, in addition, her V system that is detailed below gives her more tools to open up opponents. Overall, Sakura's fighting style remains similar to her past experience as she pummels opponents with flurries of quick attacks along with her trademark Hadoken, Showoken, and Shunpu Kikaku. Her V skill is the Harukaze. Sakura leaps in the air towards the opponent and then can be followed with 3 different options. Hitting punch will result in one of her signature moves, the Sakura Otoshi. And again, that is a versus series thing. Like, that was something that she had as part of Capcom vs SNK. That was a new move they gave her in that game. And also that dive kick. That dive kick was that Bloomer's dive kick. That's the move she had in Vism. Either Vism or Exism in Alpha 3, I think. But I know that move that I saw in the trailer, that move is not a move new to Street Fighter, but it's something that she had in the Versus series, though. But anyway, let me read that sentence again. So, when you do the Horikaze, if you press the punch button, you get the Sakura Otoshi, which is still the follow-up 3 times with the 3 pounding hits, and then do that combo. If you do Horikaze with a kick, it triggers the Okakikaku, a forward flip kick that can act as a dive kick. That is the move I was just talking about. Now, I know that move was in Capcom vs SNK 2, but I swear that was a move she had in the Vism in Alpha 3. Because it's that move where she sit up her and she jump in the air and you see her bloomers and she sit up her and come 2 feet down like a rider kick or something like that. So, it is what it is with that. So, that can act as a dive kick. Okay, all right, and finally doing a throw will show in the Kashi Nifu, a command grab to see Sakura use her opponent as a springboard to jump back. I wonder, is that like her throw from older games where she sit up her and flip over and then she sit up her and boot the opponent in the back, and they just made it like a move now that you can do. I have to look at some more footage for that. Anywho, her V-trigger won at the Arashi. Upon activation, Sakura's fists are enveloped by a blue energy that powers up the Hadoken and the Tengo Hadoken, giving them both an additional hit. Landing a hit will also cause your opponent to be put in a juggle state, giving you an opportunity to land attacks. She can also press high punch or high kick again to use Hogasho, a powerful palm thrust. That's interesting. So I really like that she activate that V trigger and they do a Hadouken and put them in a juggle state, cause you see she go right into the Shoryuken, dog, and I'm like, that is nice. You'll never get them shows in from Capcom vs SNK 2, but it's nice to see her throw a 2-hit Hadouken and then go right into it. It's like, again, I appreciate that that's something that puts her with her contemporaries. Like, Ryu has moves that put you in the juggle state and you do for a Shoryuken, and Akuma is like one of his signature things is do a hurricane kick then uppercut you, because hey, that's what Akuma do. So it's good to see that a V trigger allows her to power up her moves that way, which gives options. So I'm like, that should be good for people to really explore. V trigger 2, Sakura Senpu. This time, Sakura's fist and feet become enveloped by blue energy that powers up the Shoryuken and the Shunpu Kikaku. Landing a hit will send your opponent flying in the air, where you can cancel into the V skill to follow with either the Sakura Otoshi or the Okukyaku. Both moves are improvement to their EX version and can be performed 4 times before Sakura Senpu ends. So, okay, I'm looking at this GIF right now, the Shunpu Kikaku, and then she does a follow-up. So it's kind of, I'm looking at this kind of like the way that it reads. It kind of puts me in the mind of Kami's Delta Drive, where the move properties completely change. Like Arashi, they change to a degree to put you in a juggle state, but the way that Sakura Senpu reads as a V trigger, it kind of reminds me of of Delta Drive and similar V triggers in a game like that. But I'm like, Sakura's combo ability is nothing. I said that as much when we took a look at the reveal trailer. It's just this girl is thick, showing her panties, and she is a beast. And you can't ask for anything much more than that. So, Critical Art, Sakura Rain. Sakura Critical Art draws inspiration from her past super combos. If used away of her opponent, it will only be a high damage in the Hadouken. However, if Sakura can land this Critical Art right next to the opponent, it'll go into a special animation that significantly deals more damage. See, here's the fun fact. This is actually a tribute to Ryu in Street Fighter Alpha 3. with the way his Shin Shoryuken works in that game. That I don't think it's going to be, you need to be pixel perfect to land that version of the Sakura rain, but that is what that move is. That's what the activation of that move is inspired by. It's inspired by Alpha 3 Ryu Shin Shoryuken. Try to land that. So you know what? Here's your homework assignment. Go play Alpha 3. Go see if you can land the secret version of the Shin Shoryuken, Doc. And then come back to me and then figure out like how much damage it does and is it really worth it to be just a pixel on point. But I'm like, I like what I saw of that move when I synced it, so it's all good. I'm like, yo, loving it, Doc, straight up. Sakura gonna be a beast, but we are not done. New stage, Kasugano residents. As long as Sakura's been around, there's been a great deal of nostalgia with her return to Street Fighter. We decided to tug on those strings even more by adding her classic stage, the Kasugano Residence, into Street Fighter V Arcade Edition, along complete with her adorable dog and her younger brother, Susukushi. I knew it was a K in there. I was close. But he's still in there playing games. I'm like, because here's the thing, that because we finna get into the rest of the stuff we already know and discuss at the top of this, is for canon's sake, let's discuss this, right? Given what fans have figured out over the decade, and I'm being one of those fans who helped figure this out, is Sakura at this point would be 21, right? But you just graduated high school. Like, I remember when Ono said that Sakura should never grow up. She'll always be a Toys R Us kid. And it's just like, no. And then I remember I made a post on that website that no one posts on anymore about genital triangles. But that's the Giant Bomb reference, but whatever. Look. Sakura at this point is like, let me see. Because Sakura at the end of Alpha 3 was 16, I want to say that the end of that, because, again, remember how Street Fighter canon works when it comes to multiple games in a series. The first game, in most instances, usually doesn't count. The second game covers the events, and the third one cleans up any messes that the second one made and any extra things it wants to introduce in the canon. Like, I'm trying to remember. In Sakura Gambara, she was 15, and that was her trek through everything when she, you know what I'm saying, when she fought Maki and she met Karn for the first time. So I think at the end of Street Fighter Alpha 3 should have been 16. And Street Fighter Alpha is 1989, right? We are in, what, 1995. So she would be like 22, because Street Fighter Alpha 3 is 1988 or 89, I think. And then Final Fight happens at some point before. Because I'm trying to think. I know that the first Final Fight game and Street Fighter Alpha 3 happened within a year of each other. Because there's Street Fighter Alpha 2, there's a lull, and then there's Final Fight stuff in here, and then there's Street Fighter Alpha 3, and then there's Street Fighter 2, and then there's Street Fighter 4, and it just gets weirder now because again, we also have to understand that we are in some weird retcon continuity of Simpsons time. Because if you take most of the stuff that you see on the CFN as actual truth, which you should, is that a lot of stuff has been added to retconned around. Because again, where's my thought? There it is. Rival Schools didn't used to be canon in Street Fighter. That the Sakura in Rival Schools was a different Sakura from a different universe than the Sakura we all know, love, and press forward and medium kick with. With the inclusion of Tiffany and Hanada in the Kanzuki B stage, and their references to Rival Schools on the CFN is that Rival Schools has been lurched into what is Street Fighter. But see, Sakura and Rival Schools and the Sakura and Street Fighter go to two different high schools. So I don't know how you're going to write around what. Was she a transfer student? That's probably the best you're going to get. So again, the numbers don't lie. She should be like 22 right now. But she just graduated high school. Unless she was following Ryu around for so long. It was that she couldn't graduate high school because I want to be a Street Fighter for what, 6 years? Look, we'd be here all day discussing this, so I won't. But it's out there, and I'm putting it out there, and it is what it is, and that's just what it is. So again, when Capcom fully get their stuff together on trying to get their CFN stuff and trying to retcon this and trying to make sense out of all of this nonsense, somebody let me know. Somebody let me know, and we'll talk about it. But right now, man, it's just that let's just take it for what it is. Let's just thank the horse-based guy for forward and medium kick, and let's just move on. He threw him off his back, onto his back, and made him a cripple. Can we move on, please? Thank you. Anywho, Season 3, we talked about this. Miss Bloomers, Jimmy, Thick Falk, Christ Cody, Greg from Bloody Roar, and the Emperor of Muay Thai, the God Forgot. Yeah, that's a thing. Yeah. Also, Sakura has a Yuri costume, her throwback costume, and another, I don't know. I don't think that's the gym costume. Let me look at this costume a little closer real quick, because I don't think that's the gym. That might be her work costume for real, though. No, I think that might be something, you know what I'm saying? A college outfit or something, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I like that Yuri joint. I'm like, like for real, it's a real Yuri joint. Like, I understand like what they going for, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's supposed to be her Ryu fit, you know what I'm saying? And it really fits her. Like, you've earned that one, kid. You've earned that one. Anywho, Sakura, it will be available in the Season 3 Character Pass for $29.99. Different bucks. You got your Trump bucks, your Brexit bucks, and eBay bucks, and Euro bucks, and Japanese yen, and crack rocks, what you can sell for TVs and something. I don't know. Look, which would include her battle costume with colors 3 through 10 and her fall costume 3 through 10 unlocked. The Season 3 Character Pass will be available on January 16, 2018. As usual, holders of the pass will automatically get Jimmy, Thick Falk, Christ Cody, Greg from Bloody Roar, and the God Forgot when they arrive next year. Stay tuned for more information on the rest of the cast, including their stories and movesets. Beginning with Season 3, if you purchase each character individually with real money, you'll also get the same battle costume and colors if you purchase the character. What? Huh? Wait, hold up. You can now purchase characters individually now with money. That makes sense because, see, I only want to play as one character. Jesus Cody. He found the Lord, and he's going to make you repent with uppercuts. I just wonder, is he really going to have a move called the Crack It now that he's found the Lord? Will there be a final destruction of your soul as you bow to Jesus? I don't look. That's a good thing. Like, I'm completely, in instances like this for capitalism. Because, again, you have some people who just want to play a character. You don't want to get into, the whole, I need this whole character set, because if you just want to play as the God, you should be able to purchase money for the God. If you want to sit up and play as Thicky Falk, pay money. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, here's the thing. We had this conversation at length before, but let's quickly have it. Dead or Alive and KI. Kicking ass, free-to-play stuff. If you want this character, you can buy this character and buy all the things around it. I really think that as weird as Dead or Alive 5 got when it went free to play with, you can purchase all the characters, but if it's the same money if you would have bought the full game and piecemeal in the game. But it's like, if all you want to do is play as Hitomi, you just pay a couple bucks or wait till the character's free. You own the character now, you can play the game. Because, see, it's things like that, and this is just, to be honest, because this is just me thinking about this from the straight business perspective that it is. You have fighting game fans who love one character, who would do nothing more but invest in that one character. That they don't want to spend all that money to get the one thing they want, that they just want to buy this one thing and support this one character and do that. And I really think that for real, they should really honestly go back and like tear this game down a little bit and really get it to like some free-to-play standing, like where you can download the base game of Street Fighter V. Like Street Fighter V Arcade Edition with that hot remix of the Street Fighter Alpha 1, because I heard that on that Capcom Unity stream. I was just jamming. Okay, I'm getting off track, but I really honestly think that in 2018, I really think that to get Street Fighter V in a way that is more contemporary, a teardown of the game is needed. For real, a teardown of the game to bring it to like some free to play status of, here's the character select screen full of characters. Like, for free, we'll give you the ordinary guy. And you can Shoryuken to your heart's content. Or, this what they do. What a lot of free to play games do. Like, don't get into that weird gacha nonsense of, here is a character select screen. For free, we will give you any one of these characters and a little fight money to start. Pick any one of these characters you want. This is your character. You're free to expand your roster, buy extra costumes for them at the character select screen, do all that. I really think that's something that would benefit Street Fighter to have that as a separate SKU, but because you don't want to interrupt what the game is because of how it is played in a tournament standing. You don't want to have a tournament where we only got the free-to-play version, so you need to buy your character here at the tournament. No. You have a full version over here and have a tear-down version over here. For people who's like, man, like, give me Street Fighter. Like, say the game, like, cause see, if you want to do that, you charge, like I say, what? Given everything that Arcade Edition is going to be, the free story content, say $20, and you get to choose 2 characters as a part of your roster, and you free to buy characters and costumes at will, without taking them down, having them limited edition and all this old stuff, which I still think is kind of crazy, but still. Thinking about this as they say that, a teardown. I really think that it would help. You know what I'm saying? I really think Arcade Edition is going a long way to saying we sorry. But I don't know if it's like if this is a game that can support 2 separate SKUs to play the game 2 separate ways. It's possible. But I don't know if Capcom's willing to take a risk on something like this. But it's just a thought I had in my head. Let me run with it. Speaking of, if you buy the character pass, you get the 9 costumes, the 30th anniversary costumes, and the nostalgia costumes that you get if you pre-order Arcade Edition. So, it's like, and I was thinking about this too when I read, because I had read over this yesterday just to skim through it because I knew I was going to get on the mic, is you kind of in a weird catch-22, especially what's going on with PSN this week, right? The character pass for Season 2 is $15. $15. My kind of money. Because I wasn't paying $30 for 6 characters, but I paid $15. Like, I'll take that. But it's like, you don't get nothing Season 3 from Arcade Edition. All Arcade Edition is Season 1 and 2. That you get a disc and 2 downloads. For the last time that I checked, you get a disc and 2 download codes for Season 1 and Season 2. For a lot of people, this is redundancy on a magnum level. Because, again, a lot of people who are invested in this game already either own what it is that they want or have set up her and grinded out fight money to a degree to get exactly what it is that they want with the game that they want. So they got Season 1, they got the Season 1 base cast and maybe a character that they like. You know what I'm saying? It's like, again, because, again, just on my last point of talking about turning the dang down, it's like fight money was a good idea, but the economy for fight money wasn't there. It's that you earn enough fight money to do this, but it's supposed to entice you to play the game, right? It's supposed to entice you to say, look, if you earn this fight money, you can play this game. But now, again, with the option of you can just buy a single character, that's why I think a teardown is needed. Because, see, now you've got, this is becoming more free to play, even with it becoming free to play, because now you got currencies. You got real world ducats. you got bison dollars, and you got all sorts of stuff going on here. But I really think that being able to purchase a single character with just money, no fight money nonsense, is that the only thing you should really be glad for is Street Fighter don't do what free-to-play games do and let you buy fight money. At least finally now you just get the option to be, I want to buy so-and-so. I want to buy so-and-so. Let it be what it's going to be. Let it rock and let it be the end of that. But to get back to my point of the whole you are in a weird buying thing. Because see, before yesterday, I was going to buy Arcade Edition because it's like, I bought the Season 1 character. They were $10. It was like, I was thinking about like, am I going to buy Arcade Edition? The only reason I'm pre-ordering Arcade Edition are for these costumes. And I'm just like, I'm not really sure what this is that I want to do. So I'm sitting up here like, should you just wait for the costumes to go on sale? But why am I pre-ordering a video game for content I already own? And it's just a weird space. Now, if Arcade Edition was the Season 3 characters, I would not hesitate. I would not hesitate to buy a copy of Arcade Edition. Not at all. But since it's not, it's like $15 for the Season 2 characters, and then you just sit and wait patiently till it's time to buy Jesus G.O.D. and don't buy another character for this game ever again. Like, y'all know Cody fam. That's my dude. That's my guy. Pun intended. Anyway, Bushin Ryu, something or other. But look, this is just a weird place right now for this game. It's like, it's not a weird place. I think that may be not the verbiage I want to use. It's just that having these options available and me collecting Red Bull cans, because yes, I got 6 of them on my floor that I still need to redeem, is, I really think that Street Fighter V is finally finna get to a place that I think people can appreciate. I can't really say the same for Marvel Infinite. It's like, I enjoyed watching Battle of the Stones this weekend. Shout out to that boy Cloud 805, the boy Chris G. Everybody went down there and clowned. You know what I'm saying? It's just a wonderful thing. It's just a wonderful thing. And it's like, I really think, actually, you know what? I hope that Marvel Infinite gets the chance I wish people would have gave to Street Fighter Cross Tekken when the 1.13 update came out. That made a better video game, but by the time it was over, the well was poisoned. And I think that's the instance that Marvel Infinite is in, is that Marvel Infinite could give you every X-Men character, but is it too late, though? But we'll see. I'm like, again, I need to get that Jean, that Asura, and that Nina. I need that. That Jean, that Asura, that Nina. Give me that. I'm like, that's why I want Marvel to make it. That's why I want Marvel Infinite to make it to a Season 2 and Season 3. Because at a minimum, you know that boy, if it's going to be a Season 2, you know they're going to get the fan, then you know they got to get the fan favorites in there. You know, it's like, I think it's Gene Oscar's Nina time, and then you get the one character on Marvel that you think you want to get, and that's that boy Miles Morales, and then you figure out something in the interim in between there. But I really think that Marvel could sit up here and you could put the game in your PS4 and it will make it rain money, and it wouldn't matter, because again, it's just a situation where the well has been poisoned. Between the game not being what people want it to be, between the whole shield thing, between the whole this web ball reality stone, I don't know. But we shall see. But yo, this has been a fun time right here in the newsroom, because this is all the news we have to cover. I'm like, yo, y'all need to get on that Arcana Heart. If you didn't get on the Kickstarter, the backer kit, or whatever, get on that Arcana Heart. I'm like, go play Fighting EX Layer. Go play that beta. If you got PS Plus, go get that. I'm like, I think you can download the beta. You ain't got to get online with nobody. Just get in the lab and just lab it up for 2 weeks. It's like, it's here until crumble. To crumble. Do you hear me? Crumble. Not Christmas. Not old big old honky Santa. Not big old fat ass honky Santa. No, crumble. Crumble, pimper. Crumble. Get on that. It's gonna be an interesting week. But yo, I'd like to thank you guys for joining me for another installment of Triple the Guy Speaks on live in the Team JRF newsroom. I'm glad you guys came and take a listen. Key word in that, listen. You don't need to see anything. Just listen. Do something else. Take care of your internet business. Do what you do. Just listen. Come get up out of here. More work coming, but we'll be coming from somewhere else. So that concludes this. I'm the one and the only, the triple, the G.O.D. And again, I'd like to thank you guys for joining me for another installment of Triple the Guy Speaks On. And with all that being said, I'll holler at you guys next time, man. Peace out.